What is up, guys? It is Monday, I'm pretty sure, and Bitcoin doing Bitcoin things. We saw a pump this morning off of some very sketchy news. We're going to get into that in just a minute here. Bitcoin reaching up past 30K on many exchanges. On Coinbase, topping just at 30K. Pretty beautiful rally. We talked about this on Friday with the CEO of Femex when he was on. By the way, our sponsor Femex, sign up with the link below. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, engage with the chat. Let's get this pumping. It's a spicy day. I haven't been able to say that in a long time. Hopefully you're feeling the vibes. I certainly am. So, Bitcoin pumping to 30K, retraced virtually all of those gains already. So what is next? It's a little sketchy position here. If you were tuned in last week, over the week, you would know that we might have exactly predicted this. Let me really quickly pull up this tweet for those that weren't here last week and maybe don't believe it. As we said on stream, expect to pump over the weekend or Monday if not appealed. It was not appealed. The SEC's appeal versus the GrayScale ruling via the judge, whatever. I expect the pump to sell back to where it started rather quickly, and I don't say this often, exactly as predicted. If we go down to really, really low time frames, we can see literally that pump was a 5-minute candle, reached higher into the next minute, and then within the course of 10, 15, 20 minutes, back to where it started, so exactly as predicted. I don't like to be right sometimes, but it is what it is. So let's look at this a little closer, though. This pump, though sold off, is still very much bullish, still very okay at the moment. I know a lot of people probably panicked today thinking, is it going to crash? You know, blah, blah, blah. Looking all right here. So we can see that while it did retrace that initial pump, daily still holding strong at a 3% gain. Our wick is a little threatening here, but we have 8 hours to go, and there's not a high bar to have a very solid daily close. Basically where we are here, 28,000. I would prefer 28.3. Looking at our daily chart here, we have the bull market support band combined with the 200 weekly being the green moving average here. And we can even kind of go through and slap on all kinds of things like the 200 daily, the 20 monthly, all kinds of moving averages. I'm going to get rid of some of these. There we go. All kinds of major moving averages. We've been talking about this for weeks or months, it feels, right here. Right there at this price. I got rid of the one I wanted. 200 daily, 200 weekly, bull market support band, all right here. We've been saying forever, this is the most important and possibly the only important price on the Bitcoin chart right now, in my opinion. And we were looking for another test. We got it. Looks like this is kind of a range 28 to 28.3. Yeah. Right in here. A daily close above this level, I think, is going to be extremely bullish. If you're in the Discord, great time to join it, by the way. We did say live in the Discord that if we test the 200 again, this was like yesterday, that we break through it. It does look like that happened. I could still be wrong here if it sells off back below, but it's looking very strong, very good right now. Weirdly, our numbers today, only 122 viewing. We can get that up if you guys engage with the live stream, vote in the polls, like, subscribe, share the stream out, plug in your headphones so they don't die while you're streaming live. We can accomplish that. The more engagement we get, the more YouTube shows this to new viewers, and we grow, and I love it. And today's the day. This is the most exciting day, in my opinion, even with the SEC fake news or appeal ETF fake news. We'll get into that right now. This is still the most excitement we've had. We have a break of our very local range down here below the 200. Things are looking good, even if today isn't all that we were expecting. So let's talk really briefly about what happened. It seems that Cointelegraph, so I'm only going to present to you what I have found and heard. I have no confirmation of any of this other than the sources posting it, that they actually posted it. I don't know the reality. I did tweet earlier that I don't think that the ETF is approved. Just be careful. It wasn't, but we'll see. Cointelegraph did tweet today that BlackRock says ETF application is, no, not this one, that the ETF was approved. Then it turns out that wasn't exactly correct. Not exactly correct. Where did she go? Crap, I missed it. That's the next tweet we're gonna get into. Not exactly correct. Lauren Hodel says it could be valid info, irresponsibly leaked, but until an official statement from the SEC, I doubt any parties can confirm. And I agree. Silly to get ahead of ourselves. There is a lesson here, though. I'm not done with this. There's a lesson. Look at the pump we got off of a not real ETF approval. This was in the span of 5 minutes, trading from 28 to 30K. That's a 7-8% move in 5 minutes based on a fake approval. People are feeling bearish about this, but I think they're missing the point. An ETF is all but guaranteed now. It's all but guaranteed with the appeal not being made. It's really always been inevitable, but it's all but guaranteed. So maybe it isn't today. Maybe it's not this week. Hell, maybe it's not even this year. It might be in 2024, but it is basic. It is as close to 100% as we can get here in probabilities. I don't know how we're viewing this as bearish, but the story does continue. So there were confirmations by other people saying that it's still under review, and that was quickly thrown out, but some very interesting and potentially just drama entering the picture here, with Rollbit replying to Coinbase saying, "Is this you?" and then posting a screenshot of a $2.2 million wage or profit, 4,400% ROI, apparently made and cashed out on their platform. We have a time, actually, the 16th. So earlier, right before this pump. Can we confirm that this is true? No, we cannot. We should not assume that Rollabit is even being honest. We don't know. This could be a play by Rollabit to be some very brilliant marketing, just to get into the middle of a drama, saying, advertising their platform. What they're doing here is kind of an indirect flex of, hey, you could make this much money kind of thing, use our platform. I'm not encouraging that. I'm just saying this could be some very beautifully crafted marketing. On the other hand, there is a chance that this is also reality, and that maybe someone at Cointelegraph basically manipulated the market. Very, very ugly situation for Cointelegraph. Really, no matter how this plays out, it's going to be interesting to see. I don't know. All I do know is that an ETF is coming. It is inevitable. Maybe not as soon as we'd like, but it's coming. And this candle here, likely just a warm up to what a real official ETF announcement would bring. So that brings us to another interesting chart that we've been looking at for a while, and that's GBTC, GrayScale's BTC fund, trust, whatever you want to call it. We looked at this on Friday, and I basically started the stream with, before we had our guest on, if this was Bitcoin's chart, would you be feeling more bullish? This is on the daily time frame. We looked at it on the weekly, and I pointed out the higher lows, the retesting, maybe this flat top here. Today's candle, interesting the timing of this news, because this candle opened roughly exactly at the time of that Cointelegraph announcement. Good parts of it, it did open higher. It set a new 2024 high, and I've been saying here that basically I expect to see the GBTC premium eaten away at until it reaches parity or equilibrium with Bitcoin, and that's absolutely what we're seeing here. GBTC still holding, still higher than it opened, still higher than Friday. I'll have to look exactly at that calculator to see where that premium's at, but this is interesting and worth looking at if you're a Bitcoin or crypto trader. What's going on with GBTC? I think that once it reaches parity, Bitcoin will see some incredible bullishness, as it no longer makes sense to buy GBTC and then sell Bitcoin spot to pocket that premium. This is spicy. This is very, very spicy. I am so grateful, fam, for the spiciness today. Even if nothing else happens today, my soul needed this, and I have a feeling your souls needed this too. This has been a really brutal year of kind of blue-balled excitement, kind of giving and then being taken away. Very painful. GBTC, man. It's going to be interesting. We do have a gap on GBTC down to 26. Currently trading at 2160. I wouldn't be surprised to see that fill in today. Maybe see a wick, bottom wick, move back up. We'll find out. I want to look more at Bitcoin here, but I do want to look at the chat. Nice. Our numbers are pumping. I like it. See what happens when you guys hit the likes, when you share, when you subscribe? It works. It's not placebo. I appreciate you guys. I'm so grateful. I was doing my meditation last night. I haven't done it in a while. And I was going through things I was grateful for. And the first thing that came to mind was I'm grateful for every single person that tunes in, whether they tune in daily, whether they tune in every once in a while. I'm grateful for every single one of you, even the haters out there that hate me. I'm grateful for you as well. You can't stop me from loving you, haters. I'm going to throw up these trades. I'll throw up these trades here. Doing pretty good, but I'm going to look at the chat. And I'm going to read the chat. And I want to see what you guys think about ETF, about this price action, about today. Where do you think it's going? What do you think is going to happen with the Cointelegraph story? They're certainly going to lose credibility here. I never really necessarily trusted them, but now I think I have an excuse to really not to trust them and kind of dismiss whatever they have to say. So let me see who's here first. I'm going to just see the participants, who's been chatting. All the chads. Albert Einstein, the smartest man in the world. Aaron Cruz, Captain Mar, doesn't matter to you. Folsom, FOMO Sapien, Foxy, God, Honda Man, Jermil, John Sagoon. Honda Man, I got that one. Infonate, Jacob John, Jonah, Japernicus is here. Chris Pax, how you doing, bro? Mohammed Jafari, Optimo, Supremo, Redman, Rick Cogswell, Scotty Singh, Shrink Tech, my guy, how are you? Sumer, Sven, Sin. Sin's back. How you doing, dude? How you feeling? Pickle, of course. Trade Intuition. We got a few content creators here. Hell yeah. World of Wonders, Sumer, Jans Briava, Monkey, and T-Bone. And I know there's others. If you're here, let me know. Let me see what you guys are thinking. It's 11:57, so I'm going to scroll down the chat to like 11. Let's just start from the bottom up. Morning to you, my friend Tom and Mouse, Mitzer, Aaron, Coins Chick. How you doing? You left Ben to be here? Oh, I love you. I love you. What's up, Patrick? Saw you in Face's stream as well. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, man. You're also here learning. You did say you'd come back, and you did. Shout out to you. What's up, Donato? Ryan A. Nick Smith. Hi to you. Hello, it's you. Hello, what's up? Tom of the Crown. What's up, guys? How are you feeling? The poll, 61% bullish, 39% bearish, with about 200 votes. Let's get all the numbers up. Who could hate me? I don't know. People with not a lot else to do, probably. I don't know. But people do, I'm sure. Am I planning a 100K party? Yes. Yes. And I'm getting a tattoo, my first tattoo at 100K. Let's do it. So what do you guys think? I'm not seeing any comments necessarily on the price action or ETF here, and that's really what I'm looking for. I want to get kind of a little sample size of opinions. What do you think? Did Cointelegraph make a mistake? Was it insider trading? Is Roll a bit trolling? Is it a marketing ploy, or is it real? Was the Cointelegraph mistake to manipulate the market by somebody? Could have been like an intern. I don't know. Need more coffee? Get some coffee, bro. I'm trying to drink this Monster. I'm kind of over Monster. Kind of over it. Bullish, says Jacob. I like it. What to do? Happy seeing you live today. Happy to see you while I'm live, VV Pooski. What's up, Cherry City Bullies? Head and Shoulders Bitcoin on the day. Yeah, we could talk about that. We can talk about that really quick, though. Do want to point out this snipey wipey. If you guys followed the stream for the last few days, ooh, well, blackness, the darkness. Where did my, there it is. The last few days, you might, wow, that's a mess. You'll probably remember these trades. The long, we sniped the exact bottom live. I did look for a short at 27. I did stop it out at 27.3-ish. Then reopened at 30.3 for a pretty slick trade there. I'm feeling pretty good about that. The long now about 1,500 in profit. The short 500, and of course that Pepe short still continues to print money. I don't know when I'll close that. Nice little updates on them. On our Femex trades, links in the video description below. Sign up using my link because they're our sponsors. The ape long is up 6%, and I'm rich, baby. I'm rich. All of a sudden, I'm rich. Head and Shoulders on the day. Let's look into the validity, because I know what you're talking about. I've seen other people say it, and I'm not really sold. Not really convinced yet. I don't really like it yet. It's missing something very important and fundamental to Head and Shoulders. So what a lot of people are looking at here would be something like this. So I'm going to draw it for you. We do it like that. I mean, maybe we do it like this instead. Make it prettier. All right, so you got your left shoulder is what people are looking at. Your head, you did hit a higher high into your right shoulder. So this is what people are looking at, right? And they're thinking head and shoulders. Head and shoulders is a potential pattern that we're seeing here. It is on the table, but it's missing something. It's missing a break of its neckline. So trading below 25.1 would make that head and shoulders call very relevant. It would make it very much in your face. However, this is what I see with head and shoulders and inverse head and shoulders really often, and it gets traders wrecked. They start identifying it before it's painted out. So at the moment, really it's just what? A double bottom. You could say it's slightly a higher low. I would agree it's a slightly higher low. But this is not a head and shoulders yet. What you need to see is the break of 25.1, or ideally a backtest of 25.1 as resistance, and then a sell-off to then flush out or complete the inverse or the head and shoulders with a measured move target. If it did play out, looks like at low 20s, 20 and change, potentially like 22.2 for the 1618 measured move sitting at 20.7. This is what you'd be looking for. And I can't say that is wrong, but I can say that it's being identified too early. You need to be careful doing that. This can get you caught. This absolutely can get you caught. I've seen it happen many, many times. So kind of just to really quickly wrap up or summarize this idea, we do tend to jump to find patterns. I'm guilty of that as well. But what really has happened here is you had a low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, technically still a higher low. And now you might have a lower high. The lower high is a good signal, if we see it sell off back to the 25.1 of that. But at the moment, you really just have a higher high and higher low and a pump. The pump hasn't broken the high yet. It still can. But by this metric, basically any time you have a low and a slightly higher low or double bottom, then you'd be calling for a head and shoulders. It's just not quite right. Does that make sense? Just be careful too early identifying. And it's okay, of course, to identify these things early. The issue is then when you start to act on them consistently and really just kind of find what you're looking for. I think you could say there were other times here. I'm not going to try to find an example, actually, where we have something similar like this. People are looking for head and shoulders, and it doesn't really play out, right? I'm not going to waste time looking for it. But there's my take on it. It is valid, but it is valid down here. I would start looking for it on a break of 26.5. Because at the moment, you just have a pump. You have a pump with a tall wick on top. That does show us selling pressure. Absolutely. However, you're still at this super important place. You haven't lost it yet. So I think it's just too early. I think it's too jumping the gun here. Too jumping the gun. At the end of today's close, maybe these ideas will make more sense. They'll be more logical. Especially if into the daily close we see it sell off, and especially below like 27.3 under the bull market support band, that would be a really bearish candle. But at the moment, this isn't really the worst. It is when we look at it just as that one candle, oh no. But when we look at it on the daily, you still have held on to not just some of your gains today, but some very important price levels right inside that bull market support band, right at the 200-day. The 200 week, of course, directly above. For those just tuning in, that would be the, in my opinion, strong bullish signal would be a close above 28.3 today. Close below 27.3, looking pretty bad. But at the moment, it's just too early, in my opinion. We can absolutely throw something like this on and say, well, we have kind of an ugly channel here, maybe. And I would agree. Something like that. I'd agree. We'll have to keep an eye on it. But I think it's just too early. Sorry, I didn't mean to get too distracted here. I'm back to the chat. I'm reading. What's up? Robert L. Without the wick on the right side. I missed what you mean by that. We had a spike like this, just like this in October of 2019, and it ended badly. So straight chillaxing is not wrong, but I'm going to be contrarian here. We did, and I'll never forget this day. However, this was much different, at least for now. The reason, in my opinion, just for now, is actually probably multifactored here. One, this pump was 40%. This was within a 24-hour period. If we look at it in 24-hour on TradingView as a time frame, it shows 2 candles, but this was all within 24 hours. 40%, making it, I think, the 3rd largest 24-hour pump in Bitcoin history. It also came off of a lower low here. This was probably the bearish signal. You had flat support. It broke. You hit a lower low, rallied immensely, right? Now, I'll say there are some similarities. Bull market support band is in play during the pump. The 200-day is in play during the pump. However, the 200-week all the way down here, so that would be a difference. But then we look back to what happened today, and while I also have PTSD about that day, this is not really the same setup. This is only from bottom to top. What, a 11% pump? 10% pump. It's still right in here in the band, in these major moving averages. There are differences. I also think that every time we have a pump, though, I would say that something that might be more similar would actually have been this low. This low. You had flat bottom, you broke it, you hit a lower low, you came up and it sold off. However, the difference obviously being it didn't continue to dump. The threat, though, I'll say this, the threat is real, though. If we do see a bearish close, we have failed to break a high. We've broken a high here, so we have an uptrend technically. But if we come back down, then we have had a high and a lower high, and we are likely moving on down, right? Maybe that head and shoulders does play, but I don't think that they are that similar yet. If we do see this rally continue up and then come down, I think it'll look a lot more like 2019. But for the moment, I don't think they're that similar. I could totally understand why you'd see it, though. And good eye for you, man. Jacob Sheldon said 5 minutes breaking up. I don't know about that yet. I don't know about that, son. Hopefully. Don't act on head and shoulders till you see the knees and toes. Wise words, my friend. Wise words. What's up, digital asset degen? If someone at Cointelegraph created an account and then posted fake news, that's not smart. No, that is not smart. It is really going to hurt their reputation. Probably someone outside of the organization. It'd be interesting to find out if they're involved. Oh, I'm definitely going to watch that story as it unravels. You guys know me. I don't really like news. I don't think news is really super tradable, except for maybe inverse tradable sometimes in crypto. But this story I am interested in. I'm interested in this story. It is interesting. It is drama. And it's the kind of drama I can enjoy. So I'm definitely going to keep an eye. I'll update you guys. Ever looked at diamond balls with laser eyes? I don't know, man. Maybe a 3 drives to a high. Could be. I have I tweeted this earlier too. Let me see if my Twitter button works. I don't know if it does. You should follow me on Twitter. I tweeted this earlier too. I do expect to see today about 29.1. Maybe even as high as 29.3. I guess 29.4. I would say 29.1 though. I do expect to see this today. As this really fast collapsing almost always leads to something like this. Now, mind you, this is the issue, I guess, or here's the alpha is, don't get super excited if we see 29.1. 29.1 today, especially in this kind of meandering, slow, loopy movement, will not be, in my opinion, the signal to go long. I don't think so. In fact, it's so close to 30,000 that if you really wanted to FOMO long, and of course not financial advice, probably just wait for 30,000 to break, right? That's what I would say. This, I think, is a very high probability. Actually, let's add that back on. This, and then something like this into the close, like right here, leaving us on a cliffhanger kind of in between these lines. That's probably the most likely outcome. However, I'm going to rant for a second on this too. This was fake ETF news. I did say earlier this was a crazy pump for news that wasn't even real. Imagine when it is real. And I kind of went over this as well. I don't care. I'll repeat myself. I have trouble doing that. The ETF is coming. It might not be this morning, and it might not be this week, and it might not be this month, but it is 100% coming. It is inevitable. So to get bearish here, to me, feels very odd. Feels very odd. Even if I knew that Bitcoin was going to dump from here, somehow I crystal ball, I still wouldn't want to sell. We don't know when this actual ETF will come out. We don't know when they'll announce it. And likely we'll see something like this. By the time we hear it, it will be likely too late to enter, at least in a leverage position or something like that. Spot probably still good. But by the time you hear it, it's going to be too late. And basically the only people, and this is true in a lot of Bitcoin's history, that get to ride the ride are the ones who have been sitting in line waiting for the ride, sitting in queue. People who see all the other people having fun and try to jump in, have to go to the back of the line, and they don't get it. They don't have a good time. They don't have a good time. Chris Reeton, you sold your Bitcoin this morning, made 2.5K. Hey, well, can't complain about that. Had them since Friday. You think the scam was good today? Because Way Up is open now. A lot of shirts got licked. Thoughts? I should have just left this on here. This is kind of my thought. I think we see right around here. 29.1 today. We just look right on the chart, a lower high after this, kind of trying to catch people re-FOMOing, saying like, oh, it got sold off, but it's actually coming back. It's real. Maybe we'll hear some like weird news. Someone else will say it's confirmed that it's real now or something, just to have that taken away. This is my most likely scenario. Basically, I think going long or going short right here is a very high risk play. I don't think the risk to reward is there. I think a short from 29.1 could be taken. Beautiful. This is what I would look for. Move here, move here, move here. Ultimate market wrecked. Ultimate market wrecked. What's cool though is if this does play out, of course I don't know it will, but if it does and we hold 28.2, we'll actually have a pretty interesting pattern setting up, especially if we can have the force to come back to 29.1. We'll have a higher low off of this wick top, and we can start building a flat top triangle with ascending lows. That would be really solid. It's going to be difficult today, of course, to it's going to be difficult to like really read the market. If it's operating off of what was fake news, gonna be a hard trading day, but it's a spicy one. I think this could also be taken. I think just under 28K could be taken. 3-1, take it. 1.4, 2-1, 3-1. I think this could be done. We'll see how these play out. I'm gonna look at the really low time. No, I'm reading the chat. Reading the chat. Theory, BlackRock ETF to be approved, or has been, but they are waiting to approve the others today. That's possible. We did look at that at the beginning of the stream, that maybe someone had inside information and leaked it, but without a confirmation and a source, it's really just speculation, right? We probably not something we should act on. It's totally possible that unrelated to this, the SEC has already decided, already talked about it and decided. Totally possible. I just don't think it's a good bet. I think a better bet is that they will approve it, but we just have to accept we don't know exactly when. And you can kind of position your trades accordingly. I think that's the play. What's up, Benjamin Smith? November 21 is when we started the bear market. Could we see the opposite happen 2 years later? Yeah. Absolutely. 21st of November. I actually have an interesting thing I want to try with that, just to take a peek. I won't do it quite yet because I want to read the chat and I can't do both. Who burned today like you? I'm sorry to hear that, Hiva. Sorry to hear that. I will commiserate with you. The live streamed short. Mine did get stopped out. I did lose some money here. I was lucky enough to reopen at 30.1K. Really good little learning lesson for everyone. I don't speak about this all the time, but I should speak about it more. Limit orders. Limit orders in crypto are next to godliness. They're next to godliness. The reason I was filled at 30.3K right here. The reason I was filled at 30.3K is literally only because weeks and weeks and weeks ago, I identified 30.3K, we're talking about on stream, as a solid short. I set a limit order and just forgot about it. Just left it there. I would not have been able to manually execute this in real time using a market order. Would not have worked. I would not have gotten this position. And in fact, even if price was there, by the time I market ordered, the spread probably would have opened up and made me feel much lower. So market orders, I know they're sexy and day tradery and people, want them. That's what they think of when they think of day trading. But I will say that in my going on 8 years of trading, 90% of my successful trades have been limit orders. Limit ordered in, limit ordered out. Limit orders are great. Give you a 2-second explanation because it's a literal order. You have to reserve capital, of course. There's an opportunity cost, but in the order book. And so price cannot go past your buy or sell without it filling. If it does, get the hell off that exchange. It's a scam. But I've never heard of that happening, honestly, on any exchange. It's definite in the order book when it's a limit order. When it's a market order or a stop order, you don't have a definite execution price. And during times like this, when you see these wild moves, that spread on exchange is going to be very wide, and market orders are going to end up getting you in a very unfavorable position. Here we go. That's all I wanted to say. Different time that was. True. I just updated it, so I missed it if you said anything even a minute ago. What's up, Crypto Steve-O? How you doing, man? Liquidated shorts, there's definitely smoke, buddy. What's up, Crypto Golfer? Chris Reen. But there aren't a lot of boundaries up there. Shorts got wrecked in almost no time. Open new ones. True, even I went short. Lots of market participants were waiting for 30.3 to short, myself included, even though I am a perma bull. Antithesis, BlackRock confirmed ETF was not approved yet. Yes, we did. What's going on, Philly Skills? We shooting for the moon all day, every day, bro. All day, every day. You just gotta be patient. That's it. What's up, B Cashy? Hey guys, Radiant launched mainnet. I don't know what that is. What's up, Tim B? My sense, the bull market already started. This is January. Tim B, you're a wise man. You may be wise enough to even take that one step farther. And you could say that the Bitcoin bull market has been raging on. Sorry, I had to look this up. For 285 days. You could say that. You could. I would probably agree. We got 650 viewers. Hell yes. Hell yeah. Wild. We were starting off slow. Now we're flexing strong. We have only 160 likes, almost 700 watching, guys. Can we please pick up the mouse or mobile device, put your finger on the clicker, click that little thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click that too. More engagement means YouTube will show this to more people. And all I do every day we're live is try to drop my alpha, give you as much useful, actionable information as you can so you can make better decisions. I'm not here to tell you what to buy or sell. I am myself pretty close to a Bitcoin maxi. I don't really value too much of the space outside of Bitcoin, but you don't need to feel that way. That's the difference. I'll tell you what I believe, but I won't tell you you're wrong. So join us. Mike Bennett made 800 on 200, but you could not sell as Mexi was frozen. There you go. Another kind of just testimony towards limit orders, especially times like this. And let's say when we do get an ETF approval, I was saying you won't have time to actually enter. You got to move even bigger than this on an ETF approval. Bet your bottom dollar, if we could only find a market actually to bet on this, that you won't be able to enter any kind of orders, that the exchanges will totally go down. There'll be no new orders. Your limit order, though, even in that event, will still be filled. Limit orders should not be able to not be filled. I've never had it happen in my thousands and thousands of orders. You haven't made a market order in years, Surly Sound? How's your trading been? I guarantee your answer is going to be much better than when you were market ordering. Another plus, actually, is when you limit order, it's considered a maker order. a market order is a taker order. Maker orders typically have lower fees as well because you're supplying liquidity. You're acting as a market maker versus a liquidity taker or a market order maker. We need new terminology. That's like a tongue twister. Check Coinglass liquid mark. Okay, all right, Pickles. Check Coinglass's liquidation map. You say map? The map said lick map. Let's do that. Super chart. I was looking at that earlier for show. Liquidation map. Interesting. All right. So over the last 7 days, all the way up. Look at this. All the way up to 34K. So well beyond 10% above the yearly high. We have only 700 million in liquidations. Looking at the long side, down to 25.5, we have almost 5 billion. I learn alongside you guys every day here. That's one thing I love. I love when you guys call me out. Not necessarily meanly, but call me out saying, hey, this didn't work out or whatever reasoning. I love it. Because I'm always learning too. I'm always adding tools to my trading tool belt. This is one of them. For a long time, I was convinced that when we see this kind of wall, prices just magnetized, attracted to it, moving towards it to liquidate these orders. However, over the last, I want to say 6 months, I've noticed that's not true. And so I needed to accept that, pivot, and see if I can make value out of being wrong, which is, okay, well, that wasn't working. The opposite was happening. So maybe, and now we've seen this pretty consistently, the opposite is true. When you have almost no liquidations, you have this kind of, I don't even know what to call it, just like a little dirt pile, right, of shorts here, and you have a mountain of longs. For whatever reason, we do see price tend to move into this lower liquidation zone. Now, a lot of this was just taken out, and if we go to liquidation here, there we go. Total licks in 1 hour, 1 million long, 500,000 short, 4 hour. Not really that much liquidation. It's kind of weird. I would have expected more. Total liquidations. Total liquidation, 71 million on Bitcoin last 4 hours. In 4 hours, that's a lot, but I actually would have expected more than that. I was going to think at least in the 100 millions. The single largest one was on OKX for 5.8 million RIP. I would have expected more. That's interesting, because I was going to say that probably was at like 3 billion until this rally. Apparently not. I'm going to view this as bullish, though, and I'm going to keep applying that same logic to the downside and upside until I start to notice it doesn't work, and then I'm going to try to pivot again. Looking at super charts, I do love this. By the way, guys, this is bybt.com or coinglass.com. They rebranded. This site's free. I don't make any money if you use it, but it's a great resource. I recommend you check it out. Especially the super chart. I really like this. You get lots of data that you don't get on TradingView, like cumulative volume delta, funding rates, open interest, etc., and liquidations. So what's interesting here, and this is a newer tool in my belt. So if I get any of this wrong, please correct me. I want to get better at this. But what's interesting to me here is the growth of CVD. We have seen CVD trend down basically since Q1. And to my knowledge, that's more on the bearish side. But we're seeing CVD trend up with this move. That itself, I think, is a good sign. However, in contrast, open interest is telling a very different story. Open interest dumping. Actually, what that might mean, please, somebody, if you know better than I do, let me know so I can improve. But to my knowledge, what this means is essentially leverage traders, perpetual traders, disagreeing with the move up. Not supporting the move up. But with CVD moving up, I do believe that means that this move is spot-based. I think that would suggest that this is spot-based, right? Maybe I have that backwards, but I don't think so. I don't love that funding has flipped above neutral for the first time since the 11th of October, but that's not the end of the world, especially as we saw shorts come in on these new highs. I guess that would add up to this open interest dump. What would be really interesting to see is if we do climb back up to that 29.1 today, to see CVD continue to chase it up, but also to see open interest come back up and return to these levels, showing that both spot and perpetual traders are agreeing with the move and supporting it. Let me know. CBD is what's up. That's right, my friend. Reportedly. THC is high. That's right. Jeb made a great point. I think CT knows something and we're too fast to post. Is that the point he made? I did not catch it. Jeb's a good dude. I like Jeb, but I didn't catch that statement. I think CT knows something. What I can say is that the Cointelegraph thing likely is just gibberish, right? But I will say that there is someone out there that does know, that does have a better timeline for this decision than we do. Will they be sharing that on crypto Twitter? I have my doubts. Are they on crypto Twitter? Probably. And again, Jeb's still correct in the sense of the ETF is inevitably coming. So whether it's today or not doesn't really matter. And it's kind of interesting. Gauge how bearish people are getting based on this. The more bearish they get, I think the more bullish it will be for price action. Because they're saying, oh, it's not now, so it's never happening. But that's not reality. They're disconnecting with reality. Disconnections with reality. Crypto fear and greed is still at 47. This shit does not move anymore. I'm starting to think that this is a completely useless metric. At one point, it was a very valuable metric. Now it's seemingly a very useless metric. I don't know. Open interest. Futures. Liquidations are up 300%. Oh, yeah. Here's what I was looking for. Data. GrayScale. Premium rate. Where can I get this graphed? GBTC premium rate graph. Here we go. There we go. All right. So since the beginning of the year, I think this does back up what I've been saying. I've been saying as the premium erodes, that will be a bullish sign of a trend. This is pretty good. This is very base take, but in January, it looks like the premium hit its lowest point ever at minus 48%. And I will say, Rico, if you're out there, remember when I said I wanted to buy some GBTC? And you said, why would you buy GBTC instead of Bitcoin? And I said, I don't know. I'm just being weird. That was at the bottom of the premium. Just putting that out there. Anyway, love you, Rico, if you're out there. Since January, we have seen that premium erode, and we do even see today, or the 13th, the lowest reading on that premium, or the smallest difference in price, now 15.87%, approaching or heading towards zero, it seems. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I lost what I was going to say. I lost what I was talking about. More people are short now, Huffy. Good. Good. Bring the shorts. Alex S. called the pump a week ago. Let's go, Alex S. We're still 90K lower than stock to flow. True. No, you know what? You guys want a crazy prediction? And I'm happy to be wrong. I've been wrong before. Crazy prediction. Now that everyone has kind of dismissed and mocked Plan B, I kind of think in the next bull, like at the peak of the next bull cycle, we will come back into alignment with stock to flow and then drop back out of it. I just have a hunch. It just seems to be the way things go in crypto. It's like if everyone believes something and then it turns out not to be true, and everyone then starts mocking it, it almost always ends up coming true again. It's weird. Just weird. I don't know. All right. I've been reading the chat, but I need to read the chat more. Need to read it more. More chat. Data. Where is the data? Where's the data? Can someone get me the data? What's up, Dimitri? No full screen missing Bitcoin price. It's up. What's up, Jonathan Morris? Accession. SEC won't appeal court decision? Yes. That we already knew. They did not. They failed to appeal it, and there's no latecies. Is the second deadline tomorrow? I don't know, actually. SEC ETF Bitcoin deadlines. Let's just Google it quick. Deadlines, October 17th for most firms. Okay. It's the 16th. So deadlines. We have a deadline tomorrow, 19th for Valkyrie. Well, let's make sure that this is this year. Yeah, 3 hours ago. Wow, that little summary was better than the article. It's hard to even find the data. 17th for most, 19th for Valkyrie, 16th for Bitwise. So have we gotten a Bitwise decision yet? Bitwise Bitcoin ETF. And then let's do tools anytime, 24 hours. I don't believe that. Wouldn't it be funny if just under the radar Bitwise was approved? That'd be funny as hell. Hey, investing.com. This doesn't seem right. Approved a spot coin ETF for the first time. Wow, so it wasn't just Coinbase or Cointelegraph. Apparently investing.com. By Venkatesh Jar Takar. That is not correct. What's interesting though, I don't know if can we crowdsource this a little? I haven't heard anything about the Bitwise ETF. I've heard nothing. Yeah, that's what you get when you have AI writing all the articles. I know. Yeah, that's this one. That one was clearly written by AI as well. You know what? Let's see what. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see if Twitter knows. Let's see. You think got leaked? I just haven't heard anyone say anything about the Bitwise thing. How do we know? So we know it's fake because the article by Cointelegraph, one, they retracted it. They said it wasn't accurate. Two, while I don't think we've seen BlackRock themselves say it, we have had some very reputable people say that BlackRock, because the approval was of the iShares ETF. That was the news. iShares is BlackRock's. We'd have some reputable people say that BlackRock has said that it was not approved. So I would trust that. We don't really know what's true at this point. We don't really know. We want 28.3 to keep the hype going, Philly. That's right. Price target for today, we want 28.3 for sure. That'd be amazing. What's up, Tom and chat? A bit late, but whatever. Kisco kid, you're always welcome here late. Can I look at BigTime? Yeah, we can look at BigTime. I know I don't have a chart for it. I saw it in the news, in like the crappy crypto news that I ignore most of the time. I thought it was trading on Coinbase. It is. It's probably not the whole history though. Here we go. TradingView, please add a historical index for these. That'd be great. Mexi usually has some long histories. They really do post stuff early. 11th? Probably. Well, we'll take a look at this. Gina! Oh, by the way, guys, November 1st, Pal will join us. You better be there. We'll be reviewing the data live. You better believe it. Better believe it. Hey, yo, I got a fat profit on BigTime. Nice, dude. I bet it's just looking at this, it's probably it looks like a terrible investment. But hey, if you made money, you made money. Watching from the beginning, Solar. Once you get to this point, cheers to you. Deadlines are irrelevant. They'll have to accept all ETFs they have pending. They can't show favoritism. I don't know. We can say that, and I agree with you that they shouldn't, but they can't is a question mark. They can, and maybe just get it struck down by a judge again. We'll see. We'll see. So nobody commented. No one commented on the Bitwise thing in chat. That deadline should be, let's see, like past hour. Nothing. Interesting. Maybe, is there a time here? Does Binance give us a time? It just says October 16th. So SEC's BlackRock and Fidelity Bitcoin ETFs are tomorrow. Valkyrie the 19th. Huh. It's weird that there's no news about it. And it makes some sense because surely the news outlets are flooded with this fake news drama. Here's some hopium. Here's some hopium, guys. This fake ETF approval news, put our tinfoil hats on. Wouldn't this be the perfect cover to then secretly, sneaky approve Bitwise? I don't trust my tinfoil hat that often, but it would be pretty. It'd be the perfect cover, right? It'd be the perfect cover. All right, so big time we're going to do really quick, guys. There's not a lot of chart history, so I won't be able to do a lot with this chart, unfortunately. What I can do is say pretty clear resistance, 2629. You've got local support, and until then, you've got a range. You've got a range. That range right here, 2629 down to 21.1. So I personally will not take either of these trades. I will not. But in general, when you see something like this, something like a ranging market, that's what you would look for. Look to play the range. Expecting it to return maybe multiple times, maybe with higher lows. If you get higher lows, you start to get the breakout pattern to the upside. Until then, you're really just ranging. I might set alerts if I have them, fingers crossed. Nice, I do. Nice. There you go. There's big time. Big time, baby. GBTC. I did look at GBTC, but let's look at it a little more. That gap occurred like right here on this historical horizontal. I like this though. I like the gap. I like the gap at the flat top. It's the perfect place to have a gap like that. If you look at GBTC's history, what you can kind of clearly identify, in my opinion, is that major moves tend to start with a gap. Right? Right here in June, the fall down, going down to the low of 22. Started with that gap. We even have a little gap right here in May when we had this leg down. Back here in July, in the summer of 21, you had your lower lows. You had a gap out of the parallel descending channel, and you ran to a new all-time high. New all-time high right here with this gap. Gap down to the 2020 crash. Back here, and this is the last example I'll do, back here in 2019, off of the bear market bottom, you had this. You have the exact same thing as you have here today. That's kind of cool. That's actually very cool. You have the exact same thing. So, check this. Smash the likes for this. All right, flat top test. Weekend starts, Monday opens, boom, gap up. So that's actually hella spicy. Very similar setup to here today. But what we can conclude is when we do get continuations in trends and major moves, major reversals, we very commonly see a gap into that Monday trading. And we actually, I said earlier that I would not be surprised to see this. We actually don't see that often. In those examples, price did not come back to fill those gaps right away. It actually just continued to the upside. Some of them still unfilled. May still unfilled. Interesting. Interessante. All right, let's look at these other alerts here. GBTC ADA. Let's go to ADA. ADA BTC, where you at, bud? Where you at? I know there's a lot of ADA fans out there. Yikes, that is a pretty gnarly candle, but let's zoom out before we get too yikesed. All right, not too yikesed. Still respecting June's low, but hella close. Guys, I would love to be bullish on ADA. I just have been unable to for a while now. I don't like this. I don't like this. Lower highs, flattish bottom. I don't like it. Your next support is like not that far down actually for this, but pretty far down. Significant drop. I'd say like 30-40%. ADA not looking too hot, man. I have ADA. It's been staked for years. I'm not going to change that. It's gonna just sit there staked. But it's not looking great. If you have wanted to get into ADA, however, for the last 2 years, this is one of the cheapest prices you could get it at. So probably not the best choice for leveraged position, but maybe for a spot bag if you want ADA, if you believe in it, maybe it's a time to start DCAing, right? Could be pretty good. DOGE alert. DOGE still looking not great. Still do not love it. Same thing as always. Same thing we've been looking at. Don't love it. But let's see. Zooming in a little closer. Wow, this barely moved. Doge really not riding that rally. Probably going to see that on a lot of altcoins. Not riding the fake Bitcoin ETF rally today. Only a 4% move at its peak. Back to yesterday's open. Potentially forming an order block here on a strong-ish close. Not exciting for me yet. Solana. Solana putting on a little bit more gains than some other coins. Interesting, as we've been more bullish on Solana versus some other coins here. Actually, I'm going to open this Solana chart. We got stopped, but that trade's still in the right position. Stop loss was just a little low. But Solana settling now back below previous support or previous resistance at 23.88. Closing above there, going to look pretty good. Didn't quite hit 25. And, okay, this is good. This is actually kind of good for Solana. Really, regardless today what happens, unless it sells off, I don't know, back below $21, you have a third test of that 24.80 mark. What you want to see now is a higher low of any kind, maybe back to 22 and back to that 24.80. That's going to be weakening that resistance on every test, each time becoming more probable to break through. That's not bad. The trade was right. The stop loss was wrong. We got a little greedy. You know, we're hitting back to back to back on Solana. We got a little greedy. Bitcoin still chilling in this little box here of indecision while we continue to look. Cryptocurrency moons. Oh, that was 2 days ago. Not super exciting yet. Actually, a little ugly even. Yikes. Yikes. Nah, it's not the worst. It's not the worst. But that's not great. Not great. Support wasn't really multiple tested support, so it's a little different. But lower highs, lower lows, you broke, and then 2 days ago back tested just under 25 cents. Now you've had 2 red candles in a row. It's a little bearish. Previous support acting as resistance. Not a great take. Not a great take. Not a great take. These are the currency of the r/cryptocurrency subreddit, the largest community of crypto people in the world with like 6 million subscribers. Somehow their coin is only like 30 million market cap. I don't know. It's wild. Ben, everyone's favorite coin, Ben coin. We did look at this recently. Not going to do much TA on it. Just want to take a peek here. That's probably right. What? 382. Boom. Once you do this stuff long enough, guys, you just see it. You see it in your dreams, man. Like that chess chick. Potentially setting up an order block there, similar to Doge. Potentially, if it can close above what, 4343. Good luck, Ben coin. I own some. I'm never gonna sell it. It's just like $100 worth at some point. I'm sure I'm underwater. I figured if I'll bet $100 on pretty much anything, why not on Ben coin? Ben's my friend. Even if you guys have your own opinions of him, he's my friend. I don't know. We'll see. That way, if it's ever mooning, I can dump it and be like, haha, Ben, I'm dumping your coin. Dot looks like crap. Got a little bounce off of kind of bottom support here, but that bounce looks not very healthy. I could move up higher, maybe to like under 4, but that's kind of that same setup. Falling through support, testing it as resistance, maybe moving lower. I'm bearish on Dot, honestly. VRA alert, nothing spicy there. All right, we'll go back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's still trading sideways. What are you guys thinking? What are you feeling? What are you vibing? What you should do is smash the like button, share the stream. We have 700 viewers. We only have 200 something likes, which is very odd. I don't know. Have we had any new subscribers? Hasn't alerted me. Ah, we do. What's up, Nawaz bro? My guy. Thank you for subscribing. Sach Johannes L. Fisher. A name in a language I don't know. Maybe Korean, maybe Japanese, maybe Chinese. I don't know. No offense to you, my friend, but welcome to you and everyone from where you're from. If anyone knows what language that is, let me know. Oh, I just opened Overwatch. Brace for stream problems. Just accidentally clicked Overwatch. No, close. I don't play you anymore, Overwatch. You're boring. You're boring. What's up, Albie? How you feeling? What do you think of Antithesis? Crypto Gamer, share your thoughts. Crypto Stevo. Faden Tradfi. Heaven Peck. What are you guys thinking? Squashbuckle and Scallywag, tell us what the pirates are thinking. Toxic Lemon, what's on your mind? V for Vendetta. Remember. What's up, VOA? XCal Lion, what are you guys thinking? How do you feel today? What do you think about this news? When do you think that the ETF is coming, or do you think it's not coming? Crabbish, probably. What's up, guy? What's up? You're hungry? I'm hungry too. Smash likes. That's right. We need to get these likes up. These are rookie numbers. +1 on Overwatch. Yeah, dude. I had a great time playing Overwatch earlier this year. I haven't played an FPS in a long time, and I played a lot of it, and I was like, I'm just sick of this game. It sucks. No offense if you like Overwatch, though. I definitely enjoyed it for a while. I've been playing Dark and Darker now. It's more my game. What's up, Wick? Tom's channel gonna be popping when this bull runs on. Well, that's because we always remain bullish. We are the champion of the bull market, not so popular in the bear market. I will say that. What's good, Zigzag? Just chilling, man. Enjoying the spice. Of course, as soon as I went live, stopped moving. But, you know, I saved us from it dumping by going live. Hit the like button for Blue Raz. That is actually true, Red Man. These sunglasses are Blue Raz flavored. Something I don't talk about a lot. Crawler, happy Monday, man. Bearish, Toxic Lemon. What do you think is going to happen next? Tell us, Lemon. What's up, Crunk C? What are my thoughts on stacks? Honestly, I don't know enough about stacks. And it's hard to determine. God, there's something in my eye. I don't know enough about stacks. I like, I prefer a layer 2 on Bitcoin over any other chain. But I don't know enough about it. I did a little video on it a long time ago with some very surface information. And then I've had, and this isn't a surprise, many maxis be like, yeah, it's trash. I don't know. If you're going to build layer 2s, I'd like them to be on Ethereum. I like them more than other chain, or on Bitcoin, like it more than other chains. But I just don't know enough about it to really weigh in other than that, to be honest. It's inevitable. Yes, it is. ETF will come early 24. I do kind of agree, if not late 23, like December. Makes you think it'll dump soon? It could dump soon. This is the end of Wyckoff Accumulation. Haven't heard the Wyckoff in a while, and that was all the talk back in 22. God, that's a terrible picture. LPS. SOS. Let's see. Let's zoom out and check it. Actually, you know. This might be tweet worthy. Good eye. Very good eye. Thank you. I don't know, because I know about Wyckoff, and everyone was talking about it in 21, 22. But I don't know necessarily. So Wyckoff for me, at least to my understanding, was supposed to be like a macro, right? Like a macro thing. So to say, oh, you have Wyckoff accumulation, you'd be like looking at this or something. Maybe though, maybe you do if this is the SC, this is the AR, this is the ST, something like that. Then you fall down to ST phase B. Then you dick around, and then you would have to say this is all an SOS. That could be valid. I know that's not what you were talking about. That could be valid though. But what I think you're looking at, and I don't know necessarily, I don't have enough experience looking or kind of studying these, is I think what you're looking at is this, and I agree that this does fit. So you have SC, AR, ST, you have your high, you break down to your ST phase B, then you kind of meander. Your LPS is here and here. So you'd be looking for an SOS up here, right? I can see that because it's above resistance. I can see that. You don't have the SOS. I think that fits LPS pretty well. But I guess my confusion or like uncertainty is, well, how does that really fit in when you have it in a bigger structure, right? In a bigger structure. I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting though. I don't know if I'll tweet it. It's not pretty. But I appreciate it. V for Vendetta feels disbelief. Amen, brother. Thanks for sharing. If you feel in disbelief, that's good news, baby. Smash like, it's free. All the likes are free, and there's a possibility that each like that you make on this stream could save an orphan child in a third world country. There's a possibility. I'm not saying that it does. I'm just saying it's possible. What's up, brother? Scalping nice 400 beans. Nice, brother. Scalping them beans, son. I got some scalpies up too. Just take a bio break, Tom. Everything will pump. That's historically been true. Dude, I don't know. I don't know if I have vape juice in my eye or what, but something's bothering my eye. Maybe it's just allergies. Historically, when I've gone up to go to the bathroom, it has done some moves. You tell you what happens next. Tomorrow we get a delay and a dump. Well, actually, Toxic Lemon, today we will get a delay or an approval, but 99% delay. Bitwise ETF is today. The Bitwise ETF is today. I'm hedged either way, baby. Delicious, delicious hedge. 700 people in a bear market. We're killing it. It's just because it's spicy, but I do appreciate it. If you're out there and you're new, please smash the like button so I can shout you out, tell you how appreciative I am of you. You can help us get to 100K so I get that check mark, and then I'll never ask anyone to subscribe ever again. Make sure you jump in the Discord, guys. I cannot oversell the Discord enough. It's free. There's no premium part of it. It's free. But there are hundreds of traders there talking 24/7. Like, there are people that don't even watch the streams talking in there right now. So you definitely want to join it. You'll also get Bitcoin airdrop to you every live stream. I airdrop some sats out to 1,000, 2,000 people in the Discord, so you'll become a Bitcoin holder just by being there. But really, it's the best way to keep up with our lives. YouTube sometimes does not push our lives out to you, as you know. And if you're in Discord, you'll always get a notification. So please subscribe and join the Discord. What's up, Bugale Gabrihinhot? Hehot. Probably butchered that. But shout out to you, man, for subscribing. Hola, Quinch Chick. Hola. STX blog coming up, she says. All right, we'll look at STX. Well, Bitcoin's chilling. It looks better than some stuff. A lot of things, though, are kind of at this point where you had support, you dropped it, you had resistance, and now you're kind of right back up against that resistance. STX following suit, but I'll say looks a little bit better than some of the charts we looked at. Looks a little better. My only concern would be here is if this gets sold off and you come back down to 44 cents, you've again tested this kind of flat bottom, and I think you're looking to fall. But we're not there yet. Wow. I've been loving the tunes, man. I give up all the ad revenue, which is very little anyway, to play better tunes just for you guys and for me, actually, mostly for me. Daily Market Cipher B looks pretty strong on the Staxo. Just rolling into positive money flow. weekly higher low. Looking for a higher high there. VWAP is gunning for it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good with the strong close this week. Monthly still looks kind of trash though, doesn't it? Still does. Still do. You're a walk-off. Why don't you go walk off, eh? Yeah, it's subjective. Looking a smidge pale today. Well, it is winter time, man. Not going in the sun. And I don't anyway, even when it's not cold, so fair enough. It's actually the lighting. When the lighting is different, like when I close the curtains and stuff and don't have the natural light. And he's Aquila people in chat, so hopefully they're still alive. I have Aquila somewhere. What's up, Sanket Kootwall? Can I look at GLMR? I can look at it if you subscribe. If you subscribe right now, I'll look at it for you. That's right. You're proud of XDC, the little crypto that could. I do not own XDC. I don't really know what it is. We did look at Sol earlier, my friend. We did. Top 50 alts are dead. Yeah, kind of. Cointelegraph reports the SEC declares Bitcoin a security. Good one, Fahid. Check out Airgrow. J Chap. Are you subscribed? If you subscribe, I'll do it. Do it right now. It'll pop up. I'll do it. That's it. Costs you nothing. Input on XRP. I do look at XRP almost every stream. I didn't look at it today. Honestly, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to open this chart and I'm not going to have any new info because I talk about it every live stream virtually. Still looking for the same thing. Still looking for the exact same thing. Does look to be kind of struggling with 50 cents here, though. Yeah, I've been looking for this forever. Still looking for it. You already a sub? All right. All right. You wouldn't lie to me. I trust you. I have nothing new to say about XRP. I think it's going to continue to hold these lows, and I think it's going to break up to 61.8 cents. GLMR. GLMR. I looked at this, I don't think that long ago, but I don't know what I was looking for. Well, long got riggedy wrecked. What about the short? Short did not get riggedy wrecked. Short hit. Did not get this short. So the long got stopped out, obviously. We also were looking for a short. Oh, no. Wait, what? How many are here? Right. It keeps messing with these. But the short from 25 cents looks pretty good. I mean, looks good. It played out. But let's see. Falling deeper and deeper. This is a little bit in trouble. It's not quite in trouble yet. But if it returns to 16 and change, it's looking pretty bad. Now, you're correct in my opinion of identifying some kind of falling pattern, which we do usually look to break to the upside. So there's some good news there. Let's add this. Yep. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think you're correct there. Let's see. What you're really going to want here, is some kind of support. And I think you do have some kind of support from your lows here in September, your wick highs. You're going to want to look for divergence here as prices kind of moved sideways back to that low. You're going to want to see divergence on your indicators. Doesn't matter which oscillator you use. You don't really have that yet. That's okay. Money flow could look better. Doesn't look terrible. What I would say about this is I would look for a break to the upside at some point, but I don't know if that point is yet. I would say maybe 17 cents. I might be able to see this kind of play. 9%? Yeah, you can do it like that. Just for you. You can see it played back up to 23. More conservatively, I would say maybe the 21 area. 21 area. You might be able to go long here and catch it, but yeah, I think it's just too much of a knife. I think you see something like that. There you go. GLMR for the man who's been subscribed. Bitcoin has literally not moved at all, except for to the right during this live stream. And we still have a bunch of viewers. I love it, guys. I love it. Little reminder, please smash the likes, share the stream, subscribe, engage, vote in the polls, etc. Oh, we lost a lot of viewers. Probably because nothing's happening. Likes got up though. That's good. That's good. Ooh, we had 660. We had 700. Now we're down to 430. That's okay. Nothing's happened actually. Now that they've left, I didn't want to say anything, guys, but now that they've left, I'll let Bitcoin run. I was not gonna. I was trying to not let it run while they were watching, but now that they've left, it's time. We didn't want them taking the liquidity. This kind of looks like a flag, but is not super defined. There's no bottom trend really. Ooh, that's not good. There's no bottom trend, and it looks like a flag. What's it doing? Might be making a little one of these. Little flat bottom, lower high. I didn't even look at Bitcoin on low time frames. 1 minute has a little upside. 5 minute, really hard to tell there. Probably a little upside, just based on the one. 15 minutes rolling over though. Wow, 30 though. 30 looks strong. Hourly looks strong. 2 hour looks beast as F. 3 hour very sketch here. Money flow approaching zero. VWAP down. Momentum moving down here. This kind of looks like it wants to take a little swing at the lows again, but it's so close to being bullish. No, you bastard. 4 hour. No. 4 hour agrees. No, that's not good. 6. 12 hours still on a ripper though. Daily looking very strong for the first time in a while. That VWAP breaking a higher high. What is this, like a little trigger wave down here, they say? Money flow in the green. Daily looks pretty good at this level. I think 28.3 is really the key here. Really, anything above 28 is good. Above 28.3 I think is just like straight bullish. Straight up bully. I like the lower time frames here. I was a little worried that we were seeing a flat top, but I think that's about to break. I think this is going to play out. I feel pretty good about that right now. I feel pretty good. Wow, look at this RSI on the 5. When I said it did nothing, I was not joking. Look at this RSI. Barely moving, just almost completely sideways. If you look back, it's not that common to see something that sideways. Wild. Yeah. Yep, I feel pretty good about this. I'm going to put this in the Discord as I always do. For people who missed the stream, but are still in the Discord. Discord chat. No. Our viewership is crashing harder than Bitcoin. No, it's all good. It's been a hella spicy stream already. Hella spicy. I do believe there's more spice ahead. I do. I still think this plays out. Could take all day though. Could even like happen into tomorrow. In all reality. In all reality. Let's see. Did anybody respond? Did anyone find anything about the Bitwise thing? I'm looking at the replies to the comments. I don't think. The SEC delayed all October ETFs till January 24. Interesting. Maybe that's why. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, finally touched. Finally touched. I know we talked about that in some stream. Finally touched this trend line. We looked at it, I want to say, at some point back in September, early October, looking for a top touch of this trend. Finally got it on this wick, actually. That's cool, but not great. I don't really love that it's sold back below the 200. I would really like to see that close better today. They seem to be holding support kind of on this very local descending trend. I can't believe how sideways it is. CRV, PLZ, Andone, Nico. If you subscribe right now, I will. Chris, did you hear right that ETFs are coming this week? No. I mean, you heard right, but what they were saying was just fake news. Is it possible? Yes. Is there any evidence that says that it is? No. Full degen mode. No other direction for BTC than hell for now. Sorry, that's reality. Maybe. All caps. Q324. Where's hell, buddy? Where's hell for you? That's really what it comes down to. It's been fun. You gotta go mod. See you, Crypto Gamer. No worries. We did look at liquidity map. Or lick map. We did. You'll have to go back in time in the stream to see my thoughts. Because I did a pretty ranty, in-depth thing. Look at all these liquidations. Look at all these babies. Wreck. Totally cleared out. There are virtually no liquidations to the upside right now. And I used to believe that was bearish. Until I watched this happen over and over and over again. Where there were virtually no liquidations to the downside. And I said, well, market's going to look to liquidate these shorts. And it only really went up. I don't know. Don't know. Is what it is. Chart that viewership. Oh yeah. Hell is 25k. That's not hell for me. Lick map. I know. People are shook after that candle fake out. Yeah, probably. Good. Keep them that way. How about Tip USD? I don't even know what that is, Erwin. If you subscribe right now, I'll look at it for you. If you are out there not subscribed, you want me to look at a chart, subscribe right now. And I'll look at whatever chart you want. Good stream. Thank you, man. Thank you. It's been a good stream. It's going on a little long now. It's been a little long. You accidentally put 100% of your trading count in a trade. Well, good luck, my friend. Still here, Thomas? Hell yeah. AA, bull run started today. I think it started 285 days ago, but I won't argue with you. Talking about the rip, Jay Schaefer on Bloomsburg talking about it. Wonder what he's saying. Number went up, number went down. Tom, does a vape hurt your lungs? Absolutely not. Know it used to hurt my lungs a lot? Smoking cigarettes. Smoked cigarettes for like 3 years. Never thought I could quit. I haven't smoked a cigarette in I don't know how many years now. A lot. Can I see CRV? I told you, and don't just subscribe and I will. You're subbed. Killing it, gas. Yeah, we're not gonna do a million. Hell on earth, baby. Savvy's still calling 3.5. Yeah. Well, Savvy was calling 3.5 back at 10K in 2020. Nothing changed. Yeah, you gotta respect. I have to respect my bearish counterparts, right? Because markets don't just move up; they move up and down, and that's something I've grown a lot in over the last, I'd say, 2 years. I used to only look for upside. Now I look for upside and downside. But I have to respect my bearish counterparts because at the end of the day, at the end of the long day, they're always going to be wrong, and I'm always going to be right. In between, they're going to be right, and they're going to say, haha, Tom's so dumb, moon boy. But at the end of the day, Bitcoin always ends up hitting a higher high. It always ends up going to a new all-time high. It never has gone to a new low. Is what it is. I respect them. We need both. We need the yin and the yang. You know, I was looking really positive on CAS here. Not quite as positive unless the market breaks out. RSI hitting lower lows as price hits higher highs on the week. It doesn't look the best. It doesn't look awful at the same time. It doesn't look like doom. We were looking for this head and shoulders maybe to play out. It did not happen. We did not break the neckline at 3.2 cents. Instead, we came back up, broke the high, settled back down. I'm going to get rid of this part now. So here, I don't actually remember what I was saying on this, but this is a good kind of throwback. Good throwback to earlier when I was saying identifying head and shoulders early. Here's a great example. You had what looked pretty head and shoulders-ish, but you didn't have a break of the neckline, a back test and rejection. So you had a high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low. Then you had a lower high, but you did not have a head and shoulders at the time. What looks all right here? Yeah, high, low, high, higher low, higher high. You could have a higher low here. You are right at previous resistance. That was the all-time high back earlier this year, 4.2 cents. If you hold here, you could be targeting those big, juicy upside targets. You could. And you might be able to play it something like this. Kind of today's candle open. Maybe stop below, just right below these candle lows. Targeting either the previous high for a 4.4. You could get real greedy, try to hit these moon targets. I don't think that's the right play here. I think like that's the right play. My issue though is bear divergence on these highs, and what I kind of inevitably see is a breakdown out of what looks like this ascending triangle. I don't know. There we go. Bitcoin slowly fading up here as those lower time frames swoop in. Dude, that was my problem though, is I smoked cigarettes and then I'd quit and I'd be good for a while, and then inevitably I would drink and someone would be smoking, or I'd drink and I would just start fiending. And I thought I'd never be able to quit, and vaping did help me quit. If you're under 18, don't smoke anything, period. It's bad for you. It's not cool. Vaping is not cool. But it was cool for me to quit cigarettes. One of the best health decisions of my life. I don't care what anyone says about vaping. I've done both, and vaping is a 180 of your health of how you feel versus smoking. I don't think there's anything worse than smoking cigarettes in the world, and I smoke them. Maybe abusive alcohol drinking too. Jan 10th, the ETF approval deadline. Let's change it up. Miss Teen Crypto, Lil Mama, our beautiful Lil Mama, not such a little Miss Teen anymore. Now she a full-fledged woman. Show a woman, treat her with respect. Go subscribe to her. She's an OG. She loves Litecoin like me. She's smart. She's beautiful. What more could you ask for? Live streams crypto stuff, aka Dream Girl. There you go. My thoughts on Chart Champions. Chart Champions, people talked about them a lot when I started streaming. No one really talks about them anymore. I have seen their course, and it's kind of mids. It's mids. That was over a year ago, though. Might have changed. I don't really have much thoughts about them. I just never hear anyone talk about them anymore. It's weird. I bet Pelagic. I bet Nick is much harder to quit. I bet. Although there's aspects with cigarettes that are very addictive that aren't nicotine. The social aspect. I don't want to go into it. Smoking's bad. Drugs are bad. Alcohol is toxic. I agree. I kind of am done with alcohol. We'll see. Vaping helped you quit cigs. Amen, Red. Same. It's the only thing that helped me. Not a little girl no more. Hey. Sorry for blowing you up like that. I love you. She's one of my favorite people in crypto, hands down. How do I feel about Ride Stock? Haven't looked at it in a while, to be honest. Haven't really looked at it. Bitcoin moving at the speed of a snail, but Spice is likely ahead today still. That's my opinion. That is what I think. Hasn't moved since I placed this. It's like it scared it. Let's see. Here was the person. I was looking for this person earlier. That is a pretty good news source for stuff. Eleanor Tourette. Confirmed for her that the news is fake. She is not no one. She's on Fox Business. Seems very accomplished. She follows me, so she has great taste. Great taste. Shout out to Eleanor. If you're out there watching, you're very cute. You're no Gina, but you're very cute, and I like you. You're smart. I'm gonna keep watching for your alpha drops out there. All right. Annie from Banter's fire. Okay. I mean, how do you guys think about Chart Champions? You answer. I don't really watch other crypto content. Like, I like to pop in, hype people up, but I don't like to watch it because it just influences mine, and then I can't be sure if my ideas are my ideas. AVAX. I'll pull it up. Remember, if you subscribe, I'll look at whatever chart you want. Just subscribe, it'll pop up. Like Rocket Moon. Rocket Moon subscribed. Rocket Moon, what do you want to look at? AVAX looking like dog. Not looking great. We had some longs here at the lows. Just kind of trying to snipe lows, but I'm not super confident about them. I don't love that $12 hit. Still have a higher low, technically. Not really seeing divergence here on AVAX, so. Not that it's needed, but. This is about it. Like, I'm betting it returns to $12, because if it doesn't, you're looking at a fall to like $4, maybe $5. Don't love this chart. I did buy some AVAX at about $10 recently for the Stars Arena thing. Love to see AVAX do well, but I'm not seeing it yet. Maybe it has some surprises for us. The chart is not really what I want to see. Close some of these. Dollar fade in. Let's go. I didn't even see this today. The dollar opened into a red candle, probably somewhat related to what we're seeing. Wouldn't be surprised if we're having a nice green S&P day. Yeah, a little bit. Little flat top building there, though. I don't know how well that works in stocks. S&P looks pretty good off of the dollar weakness. Slowly but surely. I can't. Things are so expensive. I have no idea what they even go for anymore. I can only imagine. They have to be past $10 now. Hypnosis works really well. Honestly, I would try that. Yeah. Don't smoke. Put that money into Bitcoin instead. Amen. Snowball effect. Yeah, I bet. Bitcoin's starting to move slowly but surely. We did look at XRP. You love the spice and the zest. Well, we love you. MTC, we love you. Little mama. The only smoking you do is happy smoke. Hey, that's good too. Stream froze for a second. Could be your connection. Could be. Could be. Let me see. I haven't gotten any notifications. That doesn't certainly mean that it won't work. You'll actually steal ideas that way. Exactly. Although, to be honest, no one owns ideas. That's something I've come to as a content creator. No one owns ideas. Right? Like, I have come up with ideas. I don't even remember what they are. And then had everyone else parrot them. And the first time I remember being kind of mad. But then I realized no one owns these things, right? Like, nobody owns them. They're just ideas. And ideas really come down to how they're communicated. Who communicates them, how they're communicated, more so than the idea themselves. Because you could have the best idea in the world, but if nobody cares or listens, it doesn't really matter, does it? And you could have really bad ideas, and everybody listen, and it doesn't really matter if you have the bad idea. I mean, at the end it does, but like, it's more about communicating. So I've moved past that. And I've accepted that, you know, ideas are just kind of up in the air. It's like free domain. And to, I don't know, for me as a creator to think anything else is just a really easy way to get butt hurt. CRV is not moving. Not great. Not moving. Really weird. A lot of charts look like this. I don't know what happens though, because the lowest point in price is 31 cents. You're at 44. If you break your low at 38 here for the year, it looks like you're going to go down and test this, and you're in price exploration to the downside. This chart kind of just looks bad, right? Which is weird because I think CRV, out of all like the different DeFi stuff, I think actually does things, right? People actually use it for something. It's weird. Use doesn't always have value. We talked about that in the last stream. Shrooms saved your life. Amen, brother. I think expanding your mind is incredibly healthy. Don't ask ChatGPT about anything to do with crypto. I'm telling you. ChatGPT is like about as bad as Kramer. I remember when it came out, I was all excited, and I still am. Still awesome. Still use AI a lot. But I remember asking it about crypto, and I was like, this is terrible. Like, this is awful. It struggled to give any real explanation of anything. It just kind of parroted the same sentences and consistently like didn't know what I was talking about. Like, kind of, if I said something about crypto, it would just like talk about Bitcoin. It was odd. Sorry for being late. You're never late, loading name. Bitcoin went from erected to rejected. The old K-Wick. Well, I'm not going to comment. Not going to comment. Legalize silo Biden. No, I agree. 1000%. 1000%. Bring guys, bring that microdose and talk into the Discord. That's a good spot for that. That's a good spot for that. I'll join in. Can't join in here. Not while I'm live. Well, Bitcoin's being boring as hell. Boring as hell. Wow. So boring. Make sure you subscribe, join the Discord, sign up with Femex, our sponsor. They're a great exchange, a great partner. Using my link, there's no KYC. You'll get some great deposit bonuses, all kinds of goodies, and you support the stream. You make me look good. Use that link. We'll be live Wednesday or maybe later if we get a spicy move. That's all.